Welcome to Graphic Tracer. Let's take a look at some other cases of font identification. We open an image in the program with some text in it. We let the program automatically pick the colors and click Create Vectors. When we zoom in, you can see that the texts are a little bit uneven, and to quickly get a good looking text, we need to replace them. We start by selecting the vertical text down. This is not a straight text, so we need to change the alignment setting to vertical text. Then we click Next to check the characters. They seem to be correct, so we simply click Next again to search for the font. The identified font is called Cancun. We own an identical font, so we simply select and click Replace to make the text perfect. The next text to fix is Stairs. We select the first character and then we right-click it. A menu appears where we can expand the Select option. If we choose Select the same color, all objects with the same color become selected. Now we click the Identify Font and Replace option. This text is neither straight nor vertical, so we will select the Free Character option for this text and click Next. The R needs to be corrected. We then click Next to start the search. The typeface is recognized. We now select the one we own and click Replace. To select the yellow text, we select the first character and right-click and choose Select Same Color. Then we click Identify Font and Replace. These letters aren't aligned at all, so we select Free Characters and click Next. Since the letters are tilted, the program cannot recognize the characters, so we have to enter them manually. You can jump to the next box by pressing the Tab key. We suspect that someone has rotated the letters in this text, so we'll show you how to adjust the angle of each character. Some fonts have rotated characters, so you might want to try searching without rotating them. To adjust the angle, you simply click and drag the rotation arrow at the top of the right corner of the box. Try to adjust the angle to the letter inside the box. The bottom of the rotation grid has a solid line so that you can see what's up and what's down in the grid. Once you have set the angle for all letters, click Next. The font is identified as Dexter Out, and it looks like a perfect match, so we select the font we own and click Replace. The last text has two lines. Graphic Tracer cannot replace text on two different baselines at the same time, so we have to select one line at a time. It's often better to select the largest one if they're two different sizes because it's easier for the program to identify a large font. This text is tilted, so we select the Angled Text option. An angled baseline for the text is shown. If the baseline isn't correct, you can adjust it by clicking and dragging its ends. Click Next to continue. The exclamation mark needs to be corrected, and then we proceed by clicking Next. The font is City D Medium. We own it, so we simply select it and click Replace, and we get perfect vector graphics in the text. Now we select the second line, which we can see has the same font. We click Identify Font and Replace and select the Angled Text option. We then click Next and correct any characters that have been misinterpreted. This time we know that this text is the same font as our previous search, so we click the last search button. We select the font that we own and adjust any characters that need to be moved and click Replace. Now all the texts are perfect in this image. Graphic Tracer can identify fonts and text that have been transformed in many different ways. Here's an arc text that we want to identify. We select the circular arc option and a baseline circle is shown. Adjust it so that it follows the base of the selected text and then click Next. All characters seem to be correct, so we continue with our font search. The font is identified. We select the installed Cachet Bold font and adjust the position of the C before we click Replace. Let's try a text that's aligned to a path. We select the text and click Identify Font and Replace. This time, we will select the Curve Alignment option. The program tries to calculate a baseline curve for the text, but we need to adjust it to make sure it looks right. Just click and drag anywhere on the curve to adjust it. When we are satisfied with this look, we click Next and check that all the characters are interpreted correctly. The characters are rotated, so the program may have some difficulties in identifying the characters. We click Next when we're ready. We own a font called City D Bold that seems to fit perfectly, and with one click we can get perfect vector graphics in our text.